Hello, hello, good evening, and welcome to another Wednesday midweek makings with me, Chris, on the Gross Models channel. But you already knew where you were. I hope you know where you are because it's where you are. You come along specially to watch me. I know all three of you that are here apparently live now. Welcome to all of you. I wonder, is that Mark, Gemma, and the Bobbins that are here? They're the three names that have come up here in chat. Uh, if you're watching and not in chat, come along and join in because that's where the fun is. It's not in me, certainly. It's in interacting with other people that are watching me, but you're not really watching me either. You're just here to chat amongst yourselves, I'm sure. So, hello to all of you. Welcome. I shall put the background music on, and without further ado, show you what I'm going to be doing. I am starting a new build this week. Last time I finished the Lego not BB-8. I've done a Lego BB-8, but I don't think I streamed it. But no, that was BD1 from the Jedi Fallen Order game, and very, very good build it was too. I have a couple of smaller Lego kits lined up in the stash over there. So my intention is to do a week of this, and then start another week Lego one next week, and then continue on from there. I'm already mostly lurking, says the Bobbins, as normal. We expected that. Yes, so today, let me show you what it is that I shall be doing. We'll go to the bench, and I know the lights are playing havoc with your reflections. This is the Rokr Justice Guard. It's a wooden kit, an AK-47 assault rifle. Apparently it fires bullets. Most of these fire plastic bands, which it looks like it sort of does across the top. So I'm not entirely certain unless they actually then... It's got some sort of ammo. We'll get into it and find out. I shall cut the box open and find out because it's got this plastic film over the top of it, as these I want to do. Let's get into it. If you're watching and not lurking, please just pop into the chat and let me know that everything's okay. It's all streaming all right. The audio and video is coming as it should. And you haven't got any background music. You didn't tell me that. It's muted. Let me unmute the background music. It's that button there. There we go. You should now have background music in the background, but you should hear me in the foreground, as I like to be. So, yes, this is the Justice Guard. Let me put my glasses of seeing on to read all the small print and the not so small print on this. We have a cross-wheel escapement, a triggered brake insurance, ejection sliding module, fire selector system, and a removable clip. Capacity 10 pieces. It's 7.62 millimeters in caliber. There are 50 bullets. That's quite cool. Fixed fire or burst fire. That's interesting. Obviously size, length, muzzle velocity 10 meters per second. Effective range 2.5 meters. So it's not a higher range. 10 meters per second is pretty quick. Yeah, that's pretty quick. Audio and video are fine, said Gemma. Thank you very much for letting me know. Right, so this is a wooden kit from Rokr. They make lots of these wooden kits, and they're all very, very good. At least all the ones I've done. Had great fun with. Let's have a look at what we've got in the pack. Big sheet of instructions. We've got a tray. Oh, it's got a spring in it. Big spring, screwdriver. Metal and plastic bits in there. We've got what looks like a memory board, like a filing board, but it might not be. We've got screws, bolts. It's got lots of stuff in it, wax for lubrication, and a big bag of rubber bands, elastic bands. I shall move that off to one side because that's probably not going to be used today. I shall once again cut open the plastic from this. We've got a little square of sandpaper there as well, tidying up the pieces, and lots of these sprues. If you're new to the wooden construction kits, I shall give you a quick overview as to what they are, how they work, and things like that. And then you'll be up to date and you'll know as much as I do about everything. Get rid of the plastic. I won't be rewrapping it up in that. So, move the instructions out of the way for now. These come on sprues, which are great. They got all the little parts are basically laser cut onto this and still attached with a couple of little nubs. Some bigger sprues down there as well. Obviously, there are some larger pieces on this, being that it's gun shaped. Oh, there's some coloured pieces as well. Nice. And one very, very thick main base plate by the looks of that. So, yeah, these are going to be used throughout the build. What the instructions tell us. Let's get this in some semblance of order so I can see what I'm doing without it being too difficult. The instructions are a huge piece of paper, obviously double-sided, giving us everything up to and including the final loading and operation of the kit. But we start off at the top there. Let's fold it over to there. I think it's probably the best starting place, and I shall have to wear these to see what I'm doing on this. We've got some instructions with the P1, P2, P3 pieces, all the different parts that aren't wood, and then it tells us we're already starting with D1 and D2, which are wooden pieces. It's all the P numbers are non-wood, all the way down to P22 down there. So yeah, the sprues themselves are labelled. Well, the parts are labelled C, obviously on here. What I am going to do to make life easier for myself is relabel these so I can make it out quickly and easily which sprue I'm going to be using. This is B. Figured that was going to be A. I'll label it on the bits that you're going to be throwing away anyway. It doesn't make any difference. That is F. That's the one piece. That's just the one piece there, which is F. Down there says E. And then it says D. Not have a D already. But A, B, and C. No, we didn't have a D already. That's just me thinking. The D's the one we're going to be using straight away, so I should stick with that. Those I can't see very clearly at all. Right, my eyes are not doing very well tonight, so we'll see how it goes. I wasn't intending on this being a particularly long stream anyway, so yeah, we'll just have to see how things continue. Something has just fallen off of that. I don't know if it was anything important or not. Remind me at the end to check. Probably these are sort of very loose on there. But luckily, on most of these, some of them they're not, but most of these, the part number is labelled on the part itself. So I'm going to pop those off of there because they're not going to stay anyway. But yeah, none of these little bits seem to be loose. So it's probably a bit from there, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what came loose, but we'll figure it out. And if it's important, I shall find it. Cheers. Right. So this one is not labelled the same as others. We need F2 to begin with as well, which I did have. F was the big main one, and 2 is the big initial. Main body by the looks of it. So that gives us an idea as to the size. That's obviously barrel, and that's trigger probably. So it's not full sized, but it's pretty big. I'm gonna change these lenses on that I'm wearing here out to something a little bit more powerful to give me more of a chance of seeing things. Let's try those. Won't get me there. In there, and yeah, a little bit clearer. Let's go to the most powerful of all of them. Let's see how that works. That's, yeah, probably as good as it's going to get. Tool, assemble in advance. Oh, we've got a tool to make. Using H8, G2 and G8. I better assemble that in advance. It told me to before I even started on this bit. So what do I need? H, G and G. I don't recall the H, G and G are going to be these ones, aren't they? At least some of these ones. What have we got down here? 9 of 9. Doesn't actually have the 8 of 9 and 7 of 9. H5 on that. This is G. And that is I. So, let's use the different coloured wood to begin with. I need H8, G2 and G8. So H, 8 and 2. 8 and 2, wouldn't it? No, G, 8 and 2. Just H8, which is that one. This mahogany looking wood is not as free to punch out as the other ones, or at least that bit wasn't. But let's have a look. I need G, 2 and 8. So 2 hopefully is over there. There's a G2 down there. These little clips, does that look like that? It looks a bit like that, so hopefully that is going to be correct. Can I just get one of those out though? That's the real question. Sort of, mostly. So how are you all doing? There are now 6 of you watching apparently, so if you're watching this later, then why were you not watching live when you could actually interact and ask me questions and talk to me and, you know, give me a reason to be here? If you are here live, then come along, join in the chat, say hello. Any questions, give me a reason to be here. Yeah, these darker woods are not as easy to get out as the others. Well, well, the others, when 2 of them sort of came out on their own, means that's probably quite easy. This one, and half of it sort of stuck. That's that one. No, that's broken in half. No, it hasn't. That is the entire thing. Panic for a minute there. That was 2. I need 8 as well. G8. What does it look like? It looks like a funny shaped thing. Probably this bit in the middle. Yes, G8. Got the emblems of the guns and things on it. So let's start as we mean to go on and give each piece, get rid of the nubs and things from it. A couple of little nubs on the side there. Get rid of those. Tidy out that bit as well. Go. And the last bit is this bit. I what sort of tool this is going to end up being. It's all just a bit misleading. So. Got that, it's got that, and it's got that. So that goes on there first, on those 2. Goes over there. Come on. Can't be having this much trouble with the first 2 bits that I put together. I don't normally have major problems with these. in there, but it's not really. Actually, there's still a bit of extra nubbage on the side of that. That'll make it go in a little bit easier if I don't drop it. Yeah, so how are you all doing? Are you all right? What have you been up to since I last saw you? What have you been up to this week? Goes on there. Don't know. Obviously something to do with that hole for putting things through, maybe for pushing or twisting. But there we have a tool we have started to build, and it looks all right. There is still background music. I thought that disappeared for a minute, but that's still there. So all good with that. Let's have a look. Right, so I've got F2 there. I need D 1, 2, 3, and 4. Telling me about this being a different colour. Is that what that says? Wax the grey parts with remind. Grey parts. I don't know what that means. But right, okay, let's get D 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are indeed these pokey things. Okay, that's that. Get these tidied up. Yeah. This week I have been mostly catching up on a couple of artworks, videos for which are now lined up in the sequence, ready to go. This month's already been pre-programmed and set up, so they're ready to go at the beginning part of September. I've been doing some of the Batmobile, the Tumbler, and the next pack of tiny cars, the 143rd Fast and Furious cars. Arrived a little while ago, so I've done those now. And then so the Tumbler, the next few issues of that. Still got a couple of those to build. Some are done and good to go. What have we got here? 3, 1, 4, 2. And these are going on there with it that way round. What about the waxing bit? Let me get the wax, because we're going to end up using it soon anyway. That open, it will. There's grey parts, but doesn't really. It's saying that slide should be maybe inside there. Inside there, maybe, sort of. This is basically just a wax that allows things to slide more easily. So if parts are in there, it will let it move forwards and backwards a little bit more easily. Shellard has come back. He was obviously here early and then he disappeared again. But he's come back now. Welcome back, Mark. Right, so we've got one down here. That's a bit on the dark colour, it's not so easy to see. One must be in there. 2 is in the next one along here. 3, yeah, is the next one along there. And I've just remembered that I didn't tidy up the big bit. I shall do momentarily. 4 is going in there. Notice when I was putting that in, there's a little bit of blobby there. Obviously where one of the nubs was. That's not my name, says Bobbins. What? Who's what? Still says the bobbins on there. He just said bobbins, not the bobbins. But if you change your name, it hasn't updated. And if you would like to provide us with your actual proper birth name, we'll try and remember it, but I can't guarantee it. There's good chance that I'll forget. Wax the grey parts. All right, F3 and F4. Three and four. More big bits by the looks of it. There's 3, there's 4. I had some jobs to complete, says Shillard. Ah. She's returned. That's the important thing. You didn't miss anything much. You might have missed what I'm doing, but yeah, it was in the description anyway, so you probably didn't miss that. But if you did, I'm building the Rokr Justice Guard AK-47. So this is the start. Just wax the grey parts, and it's got all of 3 as being grey, and the top bit, sort of the inside slide of 4. Does that mean this whole thing? Really can't do, but it might do. I don't know. Right. You know what? That's that way round. That's still that way round. That bit's going on there. That going through there. Like that. But that's going on there first. Like that. Yeah. It's all just a bit strange. That whole thing can't move, so it can't be that. That's got to be moving. That doesn't move. Just goes on there like that. So this is some sort of... maybe it does move, because it's going to be moving up and down a bit. So I should think that probably is in need of some lubrication. George is here. Good evening. Aren't firearms illegal there? Yes, but this is not a firearm. And it's made out of wood. Has a very low muzzle speed. Doesn't actually have a muzzle, if you want to be pedantic about it. But yeah, it will be one of very, very few AK-47s in the UK. Did I clean that up? I didn't, but it seems all right. So, it goes on there like that. Then we need the big spring. Already they're bringing in the big spring, of which there are apparently 2, P5 and P6. I realised there were 2. It looked like just 1 in there, but there is 2. Get them out. Well, there's more than 2. Look, there's tiny little ones in there as well. Get all of those undone. There's 1 big one and 2 tiny ones. It must be the tiny ones that we're using. Yeah, 5 and 6 are tiny ones. 7 and 8 are the next size up again. There's another one. There's 2 more tiny. There's lots of tiny ones in there. All right, hang about. I'm going to have to investigate and figure out exactly which ones they're talking about. Because we've got lots of springs. Even more. There's more springs in there. They're all the same though. Let's have a closer look at this. What does it say there is? Quantity. There's two of them, two white and black. And then rings of different lengths. White and black. Oh, well, there's black and right, okay. I guess that's what it's talking about. I'm going to need to measure them though, because there should be 10 mil, 10 mil, or 25 mil, and 100 mil. 10, 10, 25, and 100. Right, well, that's going to be the 100. They're 25. These are going to be 10 and 10. There's white and black. So I've got a white and a black from there. I shall put the others back in the packet. More than two. Fix the end of the spring with the groove bottom closely. Do not leave a gap here. I love translations. They're brilliant. Right. Black. Black spring is down the front here. In there. On a bit. Can't see what bit it's on. Could be on there. This is proving more complicated, and to be honest, my eyes are not up to it tonight. So I'm not going to continue with this because I know I'm going to do something wrong and it's all going to go hideously bad. So I shall call tonight a look at the kit rather than a build session, and put it aside until I'm able to see it more clearly. Hopefully in a couple of weeks' time, but we'll have to see how it goes. So yeah, that will be it for tonight. Cheers for joining me, but that's a quick look at stream tonight. So I know I'm going to do something wrong if I just push through, and there's no point in doing that. So what I will do, I will put that all to one side. I shall put all the parts back in the box, and the bit that we've started on we'll put with it and see how it goes next time. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me on this start of the build. Next week I shall return with some Lego. No good if you're tired or something, says Mark. Yes, absolutely. There's no point in pushing through and trying things when you know they're not working. So I shall see you another time for starting the AK-47. Next week I should be alright for some Lego, because Lego is a little bit simpler to do. The bits are a bit bigger and easier to distinguish most of the time. So I shall see you for that next Wednesday. This week I think there is a chance of some forest on Saturday. I haven't checked with the guys yet, but we didn't do it last week, did we? So it should be on this week. I shall check and see. If you see it appear on the timeline in the list of upcoming streams, you'll know it to go. That should be Saturday night at 9 PM. Sunday, Katie should be returning to do some Subnautica about 8 o'clock, or at 8 o'clock, in fact. So we should be up for some more of that. And then next week is a bank holiday, Monday, so there's no e-models next week. Whether there'll be a stream that I'm doing, I don't know. We'll see. Probably not, to be honest. I'm probably not back again. It's me until next Wednesday doing some more Lego. So keep an eye on the channel for more things happening during the morning. Morning video releases are still happening. So I shall see you for those. I shall see you for more streams later. So thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. I'll turn the music off because I forgot about that while I was doing my talking bit. But thanks for watching. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye bye for now.